everyone, welcome to day 14 of the low sodium challenge. So I am making, so this morning I had my pasta, which I had it in the sauce, but I didn't drink the sauce or anything. The milk just got thrown away, that was left over, but I had some pasta left over. My husband didn't eat it today, so I was like, well, I should probably do something with that for tonight. So I am making another Mayo Clinic recipe. The cucumber pineapple salad that I made the other day that was fabulous was a Mayo Clinic recipe, so I'm making another one of those. And it's called fettuccine with clams, basil, tomato, corn, and garlic, which it's not really gonna be fettuccine, and there's definitely no clams involved, but I am doing basically like this. Unfortunately, we still don't have any fresh basil. My husband has some growing, but it's still little baby plants yet, so I don't really want to go out and harvest a baby plant. We have plenty of parsley out there if I wanted parsley, but no basil, but that's okay. So I'm going to, basically I've got some black pasta that I'm going to serve this over. Soybean pasta. Instead of clams, I've chopped up some soy curls that are just ready to go. There's just little pieces of soy curls. Those were just rehydrated with water. There's no extra seasoning on them or anything. And then I am going to, it calls for 2 tablespoons of garlic, 2 large tomatoes, seeded and chopped, 2 cups of corn, 1/2 cup of white wine, and then oil, which we'll skip, and 4 tablespoons of chopped fresh basil, 2 cans of clams drained, and then just salt and pepper to taste. So what you're supposed to do is cook on the stove, boil actually, 1/2 cup of wine with the 2 tablespoons of garlic and your tomatoes and your corn, and after that is done, I think you toss in you cook the basil with it too. So I'm going to sprinkle dried basil in there. I think that'll be fine. I don't really think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I buy little bottles of wine because we don't actually drink, so I mean, if I didn't use it for a recipe, it would just sit in the closet for years. So, but I'm going to put that in a pot with some garlic, and instead of chopping up tomatoes, I took a can of no salt added petite diced tomatoes and I drained it in the sink so that all the tomato juice that was in the container is now gone. It's just tomatoes. And I'm going to also drain a can of no salt added corn. So I'm going to go put that together on the stove, get it cooking. It just says basically to cover and bring to a boil, stirring frequently, reduce heat, add clams and pasta, toss gently to coat, and then season and serve. So I am going to go get this cooking, and I will be back with you guys in just a few minutes as soon as it's done, so you can see how pretty it is. I don't really know that it's going to be spectacular looking, but whatever. I think it'll look pretty with the dark noodles and the tomatoes and corn. So anyways, I'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes. All right, guys, before we go any further, 98/67, I forgot to tell you that earlier. And wow, my kitchen smells good. That was the other thing I wanted to tell you, because this is beautiful and it smells wonderful. Isn't that pretty? So I didn't measure out the basil. I just sprinkled it. Actually, I just put what was left in the container in there. So I went to get our new container from the laundry room where we have like shelving and stuff, and yeah, we don't have any. It's oregano, so need to put that on the Costco list. Anyways, let's give this a try. I did not put any black pepper on it. Obviously no salt. That's very good. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's very mild, but you can definitely taste the wine sauce. I don't know if you call it sauce when it's just wine, but it's very, very fresh. I really like that. Yeah. So anyways, that's fabulous. I would totally encourage you to make that. I'm going to make 2 dishes of that to take with me, and I have 2 little date rolls to take with me, one for after each meal in case I'm wanting something sweet. It would not surprise me if I do. Yeah. The only other exciting news is I need to go to the dentist tomorrow morning. So this morning after breakfast, I was flossing my teeth, and I've needed to go to the dentist for a long time, but long story short, the last time I went to the dentist wasn't a pleasant experience, so I've been avoiding it for years, literally. The inside of one of my molars, just where there was a cavity that had a filling in it from a very long time ago. Apparently the filling just was bad because where the filling was, the whole tooth on that side just broke off. So I need to go to the dentist. So I'll be doing that tomorrow morning after I get home, and probably eat something and get myself all cleaned up and change clothes. I don't need to go in my dress clothes to work. I mean, from work to the dentist, but hopefully it's not an all-day event, because unfortunately he's gonna have to squeeze me in between his other people, which is unfortunate. I hate doing that to them. I would much rather make an appointment, but this isn't really an option. It doesn't hurt, thankfully. That's great. It doesn't hurt at all. It's got some sharp edges in there. Like really sharp edges. But anyways, very exciting. Not at all. I am not going to do my apple cider vinegar on the off chance that that's bad for my tooth. That's partially fallen off. I don't think that it has anything to do with the fact that my tooth has fallen apart. I think that the filling that was there just really and truly is 25 years old and needed to have some work done on it. But my teeth are in really good condition considering that I haven't been to the dentist in a really long time, but I do need to go back in and get my teeth cleaned and all that kind of stuff. So I will do that. Obviously I don't have an option now. So anyways, I'm excited about supper tonight. So I'm gonna go pack this up, and I will talk to you guys again later. I hope you're having a great day. Well, hello everyone. So it is 12:03. And I worked obviously last night and got home and called the dentist and said, hey, is there any chance you guys could fit me in today or tomorrow? And they said, sure, come on in at 12:30. So I'm on my way to get my tooth fixed. Yeah, you guys totally need to make what I made last night for supper. It was so stinking good. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. And like totally just basic ingredients, you know, like super basic ingredients. It was so easy to put together, but it was delicious. I would definitely recommend it. Like, I would totally make that again, for sure. When I got home, I did, well, I didn't do an exercise video, but I did do weightlifting. We lift some of the weights downstairs. We've got an 8-pound, a 5-pound, and a 3-pound set of weights downstairs. So I did some weights, with my arms. And that's about all the excitement that I have going on right now. So I'm gonna go to the dentist. And then I'm actually going to be off tonight, which is unusual because it's my night to work. But the other pharmacist that work nights wanted to work for me so that she could get some overtime hours. And I was like, okay. Sure, I'll take a night off. Anyways, so I'm going to take tonight off. So that's great, which means I have tomorrow off as well, which is super exciting. 2 days off in a row. Whew. Of course, I worked for 7 hours already today, but it's still like you got time off. But anyways, we had so many admissions last night. Holy cow. Our census was super, super low when I got there, and we had almost 20 admissions overnight. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go home. I'm tired. But anyways, alrighty guys, that's it for me for today. I'm gonna go to the dentist. I'm gonna get a new tooth, and that's about it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys again later.